exciting what I've been doing. So for the past 2 months or so, I've been doing live videos with business owners in Southwest Florida like yourself, in hopes to help them showcase their businesses, their services, their products, and get customers in their businesses. Right? It's the way that I found to kind of give back to my community, and using a platform that I have here on Instagram with a lot of followers to be able to help business through the struggling economy that we're facing, right? So it's been pretty well received. I think obviously it showcases the businesses, and people get to know their owners a little bit more and their businesses a little bit more. So it's been great for the business, but it's been a lot of fun for me too, where I've learned a lot about people and about the different businesses that make up our community here. So excited to have you here today. I wanted to start
Me too.
by asking you to introduce yourself a little bit personally, and who you are, where you're from, and how did you end up here in Naples?
Sure, yes. My name is Julatip Davis. Julatip is my first name, but I go by Jules because it's easier for most American. I got this nickname like almost 20 years back when I started to work in a American setting business. Who one of my dear co-worker wanted to say my first name, but it was too long, and so he just found like a cute nickname for me, and I just adopted that nickname and go with that. I have been here since 1996. I came here to the U.S. to study my grad school. So I finished that grad school a while back, long way back. And I worked in American company. I owned other business for about 9 years prior, and kind of got tired of that desk job. My parents, when I was young, they owned 3 Thai restaurants in Thailand, and they helped manage a Thai restaurant overseas. So seeing them being in restaurant business kind of inspired me to own one. And in my younger years, I keep, procrastinated about the idea of owning this business. Now I was ready to pick up this business, open to my own. But then, amid of this pandemic, I chose like the wrong time, as we all know. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna go with the flow. I already invested my energy, and I have great staff that support me. My clients are amazing. I have to say that I can't thank enough for good set of clientele that walk in and support me. Neighbors around here are great. So I can't thank enough for those people. And also I have to thank you too to do this for all the business who are struggling like myself. And, especially I'm young in this business. I opened this restaurant in February, in the middle of February of this year. 4 weeks after I opened, I was like building my clientele. And all of a sudden, 4 weeks after, Florida announced to shut down everything, except like our business is essential. So we were lucky to open or stay open, even though it was only takeout and delivery, but it was tough. It's been tough. So anyway, it's now reopened. I'm looking forward to build a great business, provide good food and great service to every customers that walk in through this door, whether they're gonna be takeout, dine-in, or delivery. They're all welcome.
Awesome. So you opened right before the pandemic. I mean, you barely had time to kind of be open for that long.
No, I had about 4 weeks. Yeah. I have about 4 weeks to work with, and then we were closed for dine-in, but we still continue to stay for takeout customers and delivery customers. Yes.
Awesome. So you kind of mentioned a little bit that it was you've seen your parents kind of grew up with a restaurant. You had that idea when you're younger. What kind of drove you to make that decision at this point? What made you feel that you were ready at this point, as opposed to maybe a couple of years ago, or even?
Yeah, Yes, I actually owned a delivery business before. Some local people may know of that business. It's called Naples Express Meals. It is a small delivery business owned by me and my late husband. But that business was great, but I had that business for so long.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's a internet-based business, and I didn't get a chance to have like a real reaction, I would say, like, you know, talk to the customers, see them, you know, face to face,
Yeah.
you know, even though now it's virtual, everything is
Yeah.
virtual most time. But so it's something that I've been wanting to do, and so I kind of got tired of being behind the desk. Now I jump into this business. I get to see customer face to face, get to do the thing that I love, which is cooking. Food inspired me. I love eating, and my parents also taught me the work ethic to work hard and, you know, provide good service. And I wanted to do that and be successful, of course.
Awesome. So let's dive in a little bit into the food. Obviously, you know, when we're talking about at a restaurant, I think people are very excited. You know, people watching that may not know you, they'll be very, very excited to learn what are the dishes that you serve in, what are your specialties, you know, what are some of the unique things that you have, and you know, I wanted to see if you can cover as much as you can, and obviously, you know,
Sure.
limited time, but as much as you can about the menu.
Yes, definitely. So let me switch the camera. Hopefully I would be able to do that. So that's the front of my restaurant. But anyway, I'm featuring a couple dishes here, as you can see.
Oh, they look so delicious.
So I would start with something simple and most people know. Okay, this one is called Pad Thai.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know whether the lighting is great or not. Let me see.
Yeah, you can see it. It's good.
Okay, so it's Pad Thai with shrimp. So it's the most well known, I would say, for Thai dish, you know, Thai cuisine. Most people would know Pad Thai, and I would say that is the best selling item for us here. Pad Thai is a street food. So most Thai restaurant has it. Pretty much every corner of a street in Thailand has it. My restaurant, the concept of the restaurant is street food. So I try to feature different kind of street food that easy to eat, easy to find to customer. Some items you can find at every restaurant, and some item would be my signature. So I would introduce them as I go. Okay.
Okay.
So that is one of the street food item.
And
Another
just
popular dish.
a quick question about the pad thai. I see it with shrimp, but can you get it with chicken? With
Yes, yep. Right now we have choices or option for customer to choose from shrimp, from flank steak, from chicken, which is chicken breast slices, and then we have tofu, we have vegetables. That's pretty much the option for the customer. We also going to introduce a crispy duck breast soon also. I'm hoping to have that be ready for customer at the end of this month or early this month to be able to order crispy duck pad thai. Okay, so that is it. And also one thing that the way that I make my sauce is pretty authentic. That I use dry pepper to make homemade paste and make the sauce from that homemade paste, and we go from there. So another thing that I believe in is make everything whole. And I don't use any additional MSG, any chicken powder, or any canned product like soup broth or anything like that. I make everything from scratch. So pretty much I go by that. Okay, I serve authentic stuff. And the next item, thank you. The next item is chicken satay, which is chicken skewers. And then we marinate it with all kind of herbs. We typically use turmeric roots, ground turmeric. We use curry powder, and some. I also use coriander seeds, cumin. So mix all those kind of herbs into the batch of the chicken that we marinate, and then I serve that with peanut sauce, which is this one.
Yeah.
And I also make my signature homemade pickled cucumbers that go with the dish as well.
Awesome. That also looks delicious.
Thank you. And the next one is pretty much one of the new dish that I serve here. It's called heavily beef appetizer. Basically, I use flank steak, and I marinate the flank steak. And then we roast it, and then we flash fry, and then we serve with sesame slaw, Thai sesame slaw. It's more like an appetizer type of food. At home, we eat it between meals. We eat as appetizer, or you can even simply eat it with whatever, like rice or curry as part of your meal as well.
I was thinking that with white rice would go delicious. And I'm Brazilian, so Brazilians eat a lot of meat, so that meat is looking very, very good.
Yes. Yes, it's actually a really good meat. I don't eat a lot of beef myself or red meat, but this is one of the dish that I love to have. I also highly recommend to go with sticky rice.
Yep.
Okay, we have a sticky rice that, like what you said, just white rice, but this one is sticky rice, so it goes really well with that street food, the heavily beef that I said earlier. Okay. And then there is this dish which is khao soi curry. Khao soi curry is a typical northern style of curry noodles. Okay, so you can find it in the northern part of Thailand. It's a mixture of red curry and yellow curry sauce. Let's see if you can see the sauce here.
Yep.
Okay. This one I use steak to make it. So, but the sauce is, again, just like what you asked earlier, the customer can place an order with shrimp, with chicken, or with beef steak that we have, the flank steak that we have is sliced. So underneath it has like a steamed egg noodles, and we have some toppings. And on the toppings, we have some mixed vegetables. Usually it's cabbage, carrots, we have the cilantro, green onions, and on the very top here is crispy egg noodles on top. So you have a mixture of the soft noodle under here,
Yeah.
and then you have the crispy noodle on top. So,
And how spicy is that? Because you said there's a mix of two curries, right? Yellow.
yeah, I have to say that my curry is gonna be a little spicier than most Thai places. My mild is it has a little heat in it. So if you don't eat spicy at all, we can try to tone it down. But it's hard because it is curry paste, it's curry based, so it's gonna have some spice in it. But of course, we'll try to match your request and help you out with the spicy level. But if you eat something like pad thai, it comes mild, so we can make it usually or extra hot for you guys. Okay. And then the very last item that I have over here is seasonal item. Everything that I showed earlier, they are all pretty much you can order it, in the regular menu. This one is mango and sticky rice. Okay. It is seasonal because we are in Florida and we all love mangoes. It's seasoned product. So sticky rice on this one is gonna be coconut flavor and sweet sticky rice. Of course, I try to find like good mangoes to serve. They're sweet, and I believe they are from the Philippines. The type of this mango. We also have some Thai mango as well, but it's hard to find in the area. And it's gonna be a dessert, but people who love sticky rice also love to have this. I know it's kind of weird for most Americans that you eat rice for dessert, but yes, we do.
Yeah. No, but
I'm a rice eater.
Yeah, a lot of cultures they'll eat rice and milk, right, as a dessert too, right? So that's I don't think it's that strange, right?
Okay, so on this one, so basically it's coconut flavor, it's sweet, and also cool from the cold mango that we slice cut it and top with the coconut milk dressing again and top with the mint leaves on top as well. So those are the dishes that I like to feature today. I think that show you some, easy, typical street food that you can find, and there are some other signature dishes that I would like to feature. Also, I didn't mention earlier that my restaurant Binto Thai, the word Binto is actually a stacked lunchbox. So let me show you real quickly what I'm talking about. So let's see. You see that those stack box up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are called Binto, which is lunchbox.
Yeah.
And there's one up there in a rooster pattern up there. So anyway, the idea of the Binto is lunchbox. When I was young, let me switch back. Okay, there we go. When I was young, I carried those things to school, and I hated it because I feel embarrassed. Just like, oh my God, why do I have to bring food from home, mom and dad? And they were like, bring it home, bring it to school. And I look at my friends who order food from cafeteria, and I was like, I'm so envious. Why can't I just pay for my lunch? Sometimes I even throw away the food that mom and dad, packed for me and got caught. But looking back, being old, I thought those things are cool.
Yeah.
It's safe, the safe environment. You don't need to use the plastic containers, and it's like old school. It has 3 to 4 boxes that you can stack up, and each boxes you can put different things like rice or whatever meat that you make, dessert, some fruit, and stack them up and take it to school.
Awesome.
So that is the Binto.
I wanted to ask you, you kind of mentioned a little bit that COVID-19 affected you. You had to shut down.
Right.
What are some of the measures that once you reopen you have to take to make sure that you're compliant with what the state requires and that you're doing as a precaution as well?
Right. Well, definitely we clean and sanitize our utensils, plate, silverware, and plates and things like that for customer. We clean on every surface that we have that customers sit down or before, in between and before we close. Door handles, we also wipe that every 30 minutes or after the customers leaves. We also wear masks. I am not wearing one because we are doing this and I want you to see my face. Usually I'm like this. This is what the customer is seeing me with the gloves on, by the way. It's a new fashion. It looks really great on me, I think. I also have a face shield as well. All of my staff, even when we prep food, we clean stuff, we always wear masks. All my staff wear masks and gloves at all times. I feel really bad, but it's something that we have to do to be safe for the customer who walk in, for our family, for ourselves, So those are the things that we do. We also do the social distance inside the restaurant, even though it's a small space. But I reduce the number of the seat in here to make sure that the customer has space between each table. Of course, the outside seating are also available for the customer who would like to sit down and sit outside, and they may feel more comfortable to sit in. Besides that, we clean when a customer walk in and, hand us, let's say we hand them the receipt to sign, we clean the pen, we clean the surface that we use and the customer leave. So there's a lot of cleaning that we use to maintain the safety and make sure that everything is up to the standard what the CDC recommend.
Perfect. And I wanted to ask you, I'll ask you about websites and social media handles and phone numbers. But before that, I wanted to ask you to situate yourself or to the people that are watching where you are exactly Obviously
Okay.
you mentioned it's in Bonita Springs, but what's the best way to get to
How?
you?
Okay, all right. We are right off 41. If you are familiar with 41 and Bonita Beach Road,
Okay,
we are about half a mile down, and we are at the intersection of Wood Edge Parkway and 41. We are right across from Bill Smith Building. We are on the east side of the street.
okay,
Okay, so if you are traveling from Naples, you would see the dealership of Mercedes-Benz
yeah,
dealership, and we are a mile up from there on the right.
okay,
Okay, if you're traveling from Bonita Beach Road and 41, or if you're traveling from Estero, you pass Bonita Beach Road and 41 first, and then you stay on your left to make a left turn at Wood Edge Parkway.
perfect. So right
And the
right next to
address,
best point of reference is the Mercedes Benz dealership, right? Of Bonita, Mercedes
right,
Benz
yep,
of
and
Bonita.
then from Naples.
Yep.
Yep, from Naples is a mile up from there. And the street address is 28811 South Tamiami Trail in Bonita Springs.
Okay. And phone number?
Our phone number is 239-676-8683. Our website is very simple. It's bintothai.com. That's spelled BINTOTHAI.com. And customer can place order online, look at the full menu there. I try to introduce, like what I mentioned earlier, that I try to introduce some signature dishes, some other street foods that perhaps are hard to find, but is, kind of slowly is into what is popular in Thailand and what would suit our taste here.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to thank you again for taking the time and telling us a little bit about you and about the business. And I wanted to open up for you to leave a message for your current customers or future customers. I know my wife already mentioned that we have to go try it out. So pretty soon you're probably going to be seeing me in person there. If not eating there, at least carrying out food and bringing it home for my wife. She's really into soups, and so there's some good ones that she wants to try. She already looked up the menu. So, but
Oh,
I'll
that's
leave
great.
I'll leave an opportunity for you to leave a message for your customers or future customers.
Well, first of all, I have to say thank you to you for doing this for me and other small business in town, because it's really important that we all help each other at this time. And I really appreciate you take your time actually and walk me through this process. It's been exciting. I think that everybody that watched this live would be appreciate as well to see what's going on, what's new in town, and hopefully that will bring business to me and to other small business like me. And the message to my future customer or my current customer, again, I just want to remind everyone to please be patient, be kind, and be safe. More importantly, be safe. Everybody is going through the same problem that we have. So eventually things are gonna get better. It's a matter of time. So be patient, be kind, and be safe. And also, I do have some promotion. Pretty much this summer, I'm gonna be giving a free Thai donut, which is our famous dessert. I didn't feature it today, but you can see that on my Facebook or on my website. On Instagram, that I have a free Thai donut for a customer who spent $25 before tax. Whether it's going to be to go like a pickup order or dine-in order, they'll get one order per customer. Okay,
Awesome.
and also we were talking about the trivia earlier,
Yeah.
so I would be giving a free meal, buy one get one free, for the first 5 customer who can answer the right answer for the question of what does Binto means in Thailand, in Thai.
That's awesome. So
Okay.
the first one that either order online or show up at the restaurant, if they're able to answer that question, then they buy one and get one free.
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, Jules, thanks again so much for your time. I look forward to meeting you in person and trying that delicious food. And and if I also invite everybody that if you haven't tried to stop by and try the food there.
Thank you so much, Philip. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you doing this here again, and hope to see you soon. Now, when you see me in person, I'm gonna be wearing a mask.
All right, sounds good. Me too. So, all right, we'll talk soon.
All right.